Hey, everybody, Katrina here, and this is another episode of Ask Me Anything. And today we'll be talking about the law of association. So, yes, I'm here again in this inbox booth. I went to the gym early today, well, my usual time after dropping off the kids to their school. And then, so I headed here. I had my 15-minute hot vinyasa flow. I really love it. You know, the sweat, the stretches, and then showered up. And I went to work here. They have this co working space. I can't show because there are people there. But when you have to take a phone call, which I did because I had a meeting with Meta marketing professional at around 12:30, so I headed to this inbox booth. So this is like a phone booth. Let me know if you can hear me okay. It's really nice. So I can talk loud here and no one is hearing me. Of course, to share, to respect other people here in the co working space. By the way, let me know if you're tuning in live or on a replay. Hello, hello. I'd love to connect with you. Let me know where you're tuning in from and what did you do over the weekend? It's a long weekend holiday here in Canada. In some provinces, we celebrated a family day, so it's just nice to really slow down with the family. Maybe some of you went somewhere out of town. We just stayed home Friday. I think, yeah, we that was it Friday or Saturday. We went tobogganing, and then yesterday it was just a slow day at home with my boys, and I focused on relaunching my ads. Had a little hiccup here and there. My ads kept on getting rejected, so I contacted. I have a specific meta marketing professional who is closely working with me. Like, you know, I can send him emails. We hop on a call via WebEx. So I shared my screen, and we kind of figure out what's wrong, why my ads are getting rejected. But they were actually they were approved. I think 2 3 campaigns yesterday, but they were just two ad errors that I'm getting. So I just wanted to clarify that one. So they were very helpful. And I am so grateful because not all advertisers, especially on Meta, have that privilege of being able to talk to them, and they're actually the one reaching out to me. And that just means this is a legitimate business, because I know some people, especially those who are kind of skeptical, which is pretty normal. I don't take it against you, believe me. I was at your shoes as well 4 plus years ago. When I started advertising on Facebook, like 4 plus years ago, Facebook already started reaching out to me. So I'm pretty sure it wasn't the ad budget because I was spending way less back then. But now I think it's also a factor, the ad budget. But I'm not really sure. I think they said it's random as well. But it's also their way of reaching out to their customers, which is us. You know, we pay them to show our ads to the people that we want to work with here online. But I'm grateful, I was able to run finally my Paris ad the way I'd like it to run. And what's amazing is also yesterday I was able to email blast, update, what do you call this, follow up, send follow up email stories, testimonial stories to about 585 plus, almost close to 600 people. Like, that's the power of social media and looking at it. And that's just for, I think, January 3rd, like about a month. So that much people, those are my automated leads, people seeing my ads from all over the world, registering. And I just send them like an email blast, story testimonial, and checking in, and they're still interested. And I'm so grateful that I'm able to, you know, have my ads shown to that much people all over the world that we're talking about, not just Canada, US, Australia, what's the other country? UK. So those are the top 4 countries that I advertise at. And just staying home with my family, for the past month, just home, going to the gym, being able to reach those people. It's crazy amazing. That's why if you've been following me for a while and you're wondering what is Katrina doing, How is she able to do the things that she wants to do, like with her family, self-care, faith, and also help others do the same without, like, going the usual 9 to 5 route. Well, I'll be happy to fill you in. So just connect with me and I'll help you go through that. Hey, Maria, how are you? Nice to see you here. All right, so let's dive in because I need to hop off. I need to buy my son. He is growing pretty fast, like all of them. The eldest, his pants are kind of getting short. He's so tall. So I need to buy him his new pair of pants. Two pairs, maybe, two or three. So we'll see that. And I thought of sharing this with you guys. I want, if you're wondering where I'm getting content, like, most of you are commenting, Katrina, not just here, but also in personal messages. You guys are saying, Katrina, your posts, your goal lives are so valuable. I'm also sharing it with my team, especially if you guys are here in the business, and or generally speaking, oh, I find you're inspirational. I think you give so much value. My You know what, you want to know my secret? Well, generally speaking, when you embrace something like full heartedly, you get ideas from everywhere. And I think that's just the running theme of how I run my business, because this is fun for me. At first, of course, it's not fun in the sense that I need to learn a lot of things. But when you try, you ask yourself, how will this look like if this is fun? Right? And then creative juices will flow in. And I am also, the secret also strategy is, when you see ads on your social media newsfeed and you got interested, I opt in, meaning I put my name and email address. If there's an author, if there's an instructor or a training, when I subscribe, when I put my name and email, they send me email marketing, and email marketing is huge. It's also part of social media, online businesses. So I get ideas from there, and there's this one trainer that I always find value in the email marketing post that he sends me, and I just share those with you. So I have the intention of teaching you guys while I learn. In that way, I learn more, right? Because when you have the intention of teaching something that you're reading, you tend to learn it more and you become more intentional. Hey, Jessica, nice to see you here again. Hey, 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 Karen, welcome back to Canada. Your vacation is so much fun. Saya, saya. Awesome. Thanks for sharing your stories too. And to leveraging the law of association here in the business and in life in general. Okay, how do we do that? They would always say you are the average of the 5 people that you hang out with, right? And that is so true. So I will just read the blog as well, and then I'll give you my takeaways as well. Okay. And he said here, the author, if I was able to go back in time and give my younger self some advice, I would tell the younger me, the people that you spend time with will have more positive or negative impact in your life than you can possibly imagine. This is what basically the mentor, author, and the entrepreneur Jim Rohn called the law of association, which says positive or negative, you are going to become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And I'll be sharing with you questions, just to kind of hit this home some more. And if you want to test this theory in your life, we have a little exercise here. Let's use the example of income. So if you're here and you don't need like to, if you can write, or if you're watching this live on a replay, if you can grab pen and paper or a calculator, then go ahead. Or maybe if you're driving, if you're walking, then do this later. Okay. And let's do this. So um, let's take, for example, like with your income. Take the 5 people you spend the most time with right now. Maybe your office mates, friends, I would say if I'm still employed, well, technically my office mates, right? Especially the ones that's in my cubicle. And then add up what you think their income is, because usually, when you're in the same department and you start at the same time at work, in your company, and you basically have the same roles, more or less you have the same income, right? And if I think about my last work as an employee, I was an admin assistant at an investment firm here in Canada. Pretty much, yeah, maybe they're just ahead of me, like maybe a few thousands of dollars, but more or less we do the exact same thing. Okay. And so there you go. So add what you think their income is, divide it by five, and see where you land. It's likely, it says here, that your income will fall somewhere in the middle. Like, if you think all of you, like those five people, earn maybe $60,000, average that, then you would also fall in that, right? I've been honest with this, like 34,000 gross. Was it 34? Yeah. And maybe less taxes, I would take home maybe 30 or 29,000. That's in a year as an admin assistant. And then when you spend time with other people, oh, so think about that, right? That would be your average income, and confirm that with yourself. You don't need to say it out loud, but just something to ponder on. And when you spend time with other people, you start talking like they talk, thinking like they think, and do exactly, the things that they do. And you also go where they go. You spend time where they spend time. Like, my office mates would eat at the restaurant nearby, or we basically are in the same area, so we do almost the same things during lunch break, or we also eat at the same cafeteria. And when you chat, you also tend to do the same things. You watch or read the same things, right, etc. And examine this aspect of your life, and ask yourself, do you want to improve it, right? And here, Jim Rohn also, oh, the author also sent, it's actually Eric Worre. He actually gave three questions that we should ask ourselves, and I think this is very powerful. So the first one is this one: who am I spending time with? Like, be honest. Like, apart from your family, outside of your immediate family members, um, maybe that's also something to consider. Like, if you have like especially toxic family members, or relatives, or happy people around you, then that's awesome, right? And the second question is, how are they influencing me? Like, now, even though I'm not physically with my business partners, I spend much time with them, because I I chow down on the Zoom meetings that we have. We meet virtually. And my mentors and my coaches, how are they influencing me? And ask yourself as well, how are those people that you spend the most time with influencing you? And here you go. Are they influencing me in a positive way, or is it the other way around? Right? And if your answers to these questions lead you to wanting to make a change, like if you realize, oh, they're not really, they're the habits that I have right now, it's actually the habits that I want to change. These are greatly influenced by the people that I have, right? Like, surrounding me, right? That's why, even though we do have a gym in our condo unit in our apartment building, I still choose to take an effort to go to the gym, because like surrounding myself with like different sets of people right now who are into fitness, personal development, it just gives me that, it ups my energy as well. It inspires me, even if, I wanted to just do a child's pose, like basically that's like a relaxed pose in yoga, but I would, push myself, because I'm getting a positive peer pressure with the other participants in the yoga session, right? And so, if the answer to these questions, the one that I gave you, basically leads you to wanting to make a change, then Eric Worre said you have to consider these three suggestions. Number one is, limit your association with these negative people. This, because these people can put you in the negative state of mind very, very quickly, and you don't even need to tell them that you'll be spending less time with them. Just don't be available. Maybe this person, wanting, asking you to go in this specific place or do this, then just say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not available." Just as simple as that. You don't need to explain, maybe, right? Um, I'm thinking, how did I do it? Well, basically when I was starting here in the business and I was still employed, so my lunch breaks would be my training time. So what I would do is eat fast. Like my lunch break, we have an hour of lunch break. I would just spend the first 10 minutes like eating fast. I would not eat in our pantry area. I would go down. There's um, a food court in our building. So I would like choose the farthest corner, like away from the people, you know and I would eat my lunch there fast, and I would go log in. I would bring my husband's laptop back then, or on my phone, and I would do my business. I don't even need to tell my office mates that I won't be with them. I just, maybe if they go a little bit earlier during lunch, I'll go a little later and I'll just finish something and then I'll go on my own. That's how I did it. Right? I'm not technically saying they're negative, it's just that I'm trying to build my business. So that means something has to change, right? And then second is disassociate with the really bad people. How many times have you seen a movie where the star is spending lots of time with someone who is ruining their life, and you're thinking, get away from that person, right? And only this isn't a movie. This is your life. So take your own advice. That's what he said, which is pretty good, right? And also, if you're in the business and you are, associating yourselves with, if you're a new business owner, and then you're associating yourself with a fellow new business owner, and this new business partner, new fellow business owner is like always thinking negative. Oh, I cannot do this. This is so hard. The training is overwhelming. Oh, why am I not getting this result? Like, if this person is always whining, get away from that person. Right? Because that person can immediately also affect your thinking, and then you would immediately also tell, oh yeah, why is this so, yeah, maybe he's correct, right? And I'm not saying it's not normal to feel that, but make yourself unavailable for that negativity and associate yourself with positive people. And then if you somebody inspires you, then go follow that person. And success leaves footprints, and that's what's great about this business. If this person, it's working for them, then maybe you can get something that you can learn and then apply it to your own self, and then see how it works. If not, then throw the idea away and then just get another idea and see how it works out for you. And the success I'm having right now in business is like a hodgepodge of everything. A hodgepodge of the training side, the mentors, the coaches in our community, the books that I read, the podcasts that I listen to. Of course, faith is always there, and like personal development. It's a hodgepodge of everything. And I keep on applying what's applicable and throw out what's not. Okay. And then last but definitely not least is expand your associations. Me going to the gym, it's expanding my association to the people who are also health conscious, trying to improve their health, right? Start spending more time with the people who fill you up and help you to become a better person, whether that's your spouse, your children. It's sometimes it's the existing associations, but you expand on that relationship as well, right? And also when we have like a gather and grow offline meetups, headed by our coaches in the community, head coaches Karen and Chris. That's an opportunity for us business owners working online to also associate with people who normally we wouldn't be meeting, right? Because they are from a different location, or maybe they're just here around the area, but we hadn't gotten the chance to meet with them. And expanding your associations, start spending more time with people who fill you up and help you to become a better person. Look for people who will help you to be more positive. And be a bigger thinker that is moving in the direction of their dreams, right? And in the beginning, these choices can be tough because people who are very successful, take note, maybe trying to limit their association with you because they know about the law of association too, right? Imagine, when you reach out to someone you look up to, and sometimes, you don't get an immediate response. And personally, I expect that, especially if I'm looking up to like huge people in our community. I expect that because I know they're busy, and then they have their own time management tool, and letting someone less successful into their group lowers the average. That's what Eric Worre would say. So you will need to get creative and start spending small amounts of time with them. Then try to expand that into larger amounts of time as they become more valuable to the group. And this is also one of my tip for my business partners. I told them, if you find another business owner in our community very inspirational and you relate with that person, you're not just limited to the people in our team. Go ahead, connect with that person. And I would say, but be mindful, be respectful of their time. If you want to invite them on a Zoom or a go live interview, I would tell them always develop relationships first. Maybe comment on their post, and then always not just ask them, but also give compliments and develop that relationship first, right? Rather than just going straight and then inviting them. And until that point come a point that you created relationship with them. Like for me, I have the people that I really look up to here in the business, and it feels like they're way up there. And then so I know I needed to be at a certain personal development, because before I'm able to be able to hang out with them, kind of thing. And realizing that, going up the Burj Al Arab in Dubai, and I was in a squished elevator going up the top because our founders are treating us to a fancy dinner. And I realized these are actually the people that I look up to, like from 4+ years ago. It's like, oh my gosh. And it did not happen overnight. Now I realize, they're just also normal, regular people, you have dreams, getting hurt, frustrations, all the works, but they've developed themselves as well throughout the years. And having had developed myself and being in that room with them, definitely it's once in a lifetime experience. I know I'm gonna be dealing, associating with them more in the years to come. But having developed myself has given me the chance to be rubbing elbows with these people and getting inspirations from them and sharing it to my team. That's pretty huge. And just to end, here are just some important things to consider about the law of association. I think it's also a very good point for me. Oh my gosh, it's past two. Here you go. Number one is, if you happen to be at the top of the five and think you're in good shape, watch out. Remaining there will drag you down. It's actually better to be at the bottom of the five people that you associate with. And when you get to the top of your five, you'll need to move into the bottom of another group. Oh, this is interesting. And second, here, let's say you're moving up in your five. The people you're leaving behind may resent you and try to sabotage you. Next is, the entire process can cause some separation anxiety. When you choose to grow, not everyone around you will choose to grow as well. And I think that is perfectly fine. As long as you're not hurting anybody, and you're growing for the betterment of not just yourself but your family and the bigger purpose that you serve, then go for it, right? And second to the last, you will come across people that help you to advance in one part of your life, but may be toxic in another. Oh, this won't serve you in the end. So you may have to make some tough decisions. There you go. And last but definitely not the least, and this is important, your five don't even have to be people you know in person. There you have it. One of my first five, Eric Ware said, was Jim Rohn through his cassette tapes that I listened to literally hundreds of times. And for me, that's Bob Proctor, Grant Cardone, John Maxwell. Who else? So many. When I'm put on the spot, I forget them. Not just my mentors and coaches. My husband, he's a visionary, and so many other people. There you go. These choices are difficult and they will happen over and over again. But the law of association says you have to change your environment in order to change your life, right? So it's 2024. If you want this to be your best year yet, if you want different results, then you have to do different things to get there. Your processing, your daily habits should change. Because if you keep on doing whatever you're doing right now, but your dreams, you keep on dreaming different results, it just doesn't sync. Something has to give, something has to change. There you go. So I hope that helps. Thank you. Thank you. Oops. That's for the other one. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. And let me see. I got some comments here. Hello, Oweme. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly from Botswana. There you have it. I have this memory of Botswana, like, in the Miss Universe, how they pronounce the country's Botswana. I love that. Kenshin, hello, coach from Qatar. Hello, hello. Connor, hi for Rosa. I really love your tips about negativity, right? Thanks for being here. Carlotta, hello, hello. Happy Monday. I wish I had my notebook with me. All good thing this is recorded. I love this coach. Welcome, Catherine, and thank you for volunteering again for our ad review the other week. And that's also part of law of association. When you get into Zooms with other people, and that expands your horizon, your personal development, your skills, your strategy, then everything just follows suit. Awesome. Thank you so much, everybody. I also learned myself. There you have it. So I'm going to pack up my laptop and let's see, maybe I'll just go straight to my son's school for pickup. I'll buy the pants tomorrow. So this took longer than expected, but that's okay because that's the power of having a flexible business on the go. Thank you so much, everybody, and enjoy the rest of the week. Okay, bye for now. Take care. Oops.